test.
Good. Just keep periodically testing it so that I'm not.
Well, you're looking at it, so I want to at least make things move for you.
Yeah, thank you.
That's better than I remember.
This is Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark. Whiskey of some kind? The standard Maker's Mark?
Maker's Mark alcohol drink.
Yeah. It's a wine cooler.
That's how I would market my alcohol if I were going to do it.
Yeah, especially if
Alcoholic
it's just,
beverage.
if it's just straight up liquor.
Yeah.
40% alcohol beverage.
No, I would make mine like 50, 55, somewhere around there.
Oh, there you go.
Just to be unique.
Everclear alcohol beverage.
Yeah. I saw some rum that had a warning label because it was too flammable, because it was like 67%
Jesus.
or something like that. I didn't pick it up, but
Because I would kill you.
we could try that next time if you want to. I could get some of that highly flammable gasoline drink
Yeah.
if you want to try it.
We could just taste gasoline on the podcast and see what that tastes like.
see what it's like.
Yeah. I did that once. That sucked.
If we were doing reviews, maybe.
Reviews of different types of gasoline. I really like Shell Premium.
Yeah.
The 91 octane only, though.
Oh, yeah.
That other 85 is garbage. Don't drink that.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's only top shelf gasoline for me.
Yeah. Been aged for at least 10,000 years. That's what I prefer.
Yeah, at least.
Several more zeros, I think, is.
I said at least.
Yeah, at least. Anything after that's good enough
Price is
gasoline.
right rule. Basically, 10,000 is $1. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't think you understand how I operate. I leave myself very big margins when I can.
Yeah. And then people are happy with that.
People
Not
love
everybody.
huge margins.
Not Matt. He's not happy with it.
Be specific.
He wants me to get as close to the actual number as I can.
Guess how old gas is? I don't know.
By taste. Guess how old this gas is by taste, yeah.
I mean, technically, a gas is a state as well.
Oh, sorry. Petrol.
Yes.
There we go. I do actually prefer we use. That's just a cool way to.
It's
I'm filling my car up with petrol. I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. What is that? Oh, it's just gasoline. Oh,
Yeah.
your car sounded way cooler than mine.
By the way, The Tick Season 2, fantastic. You should watch The Tick
oh,
Season
goody,
2.
goody gumdrops.
That is on Prime.
I am
What do
excited
you
to see
mean?
that.
What is fantastic? Is just overly cheesy? And
It means that it's better than almost every other superhero show that
Okay.
I've seen. So,
because they just go for it with how ridiculous it is. Is that?
yeah,
Probably because it's good.
I mean,
I don't know.
It's not like one of those situations where it's good because it's so bad. It's just
Okay.
clever writing the whole time. They actually have what seems to be a decent budget this time, unlike the first season. Which
Okay, so
I
what
still
did-
liked the first season,
Okay.
but it was clearly like cutting corners.
So the one with John Lotrillo, or whatever his name is, as the
It is not Anthem. No.
John Lotrillo. That's the guy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Not that guy.
Yeah,
Never
the guy
mind.
from Anthem. That's how I know him.
Yes.
I know him from that one.
That would actually be interesting if the entire cast of Brooklyn Nine-Nine was in Anthem.
I would love that.
It's not John. It's Joe Lotrillo.
Okay.
That's his
who are
name.
you thinking of? Because I don't think who you're thinking of is in this show.
I can see his face, and I cannot think of him because I know Patrick Warburton used to be the Tick, but now it's not the guy who played Jesus in The Big Lebowski.
No,
but it's a guy who.
It is not John Turturro.
Who else
John
is it?
Turturro.
It is not him.
It is not that guy.
Okay. Who else is it not?
It's not anybody from The Big Lebowski. That entire cast is not
Is it
here.
the guy who plays Ant-Man?
No.
Or okay.
All right. Let's be done with that.
game.
His name is very hard to remember. It's like Stanowinowitzkits.
Then cool. I will watch that. I would like to watch The Tick season 2.
I recognize him immediately if he talks.
I can see his face clear as a bell. I know exactly who.
I can see
He
his
is.
voice.
I have synesthesia. Sorry.
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where you see colors and hear
Cool.
music, only reversed. That's where
You can see music.
Yeah, you see music and you
taste colors
Et cetera,
and all
yeah.
sorts of shit.
I wonder if that's just hell or if it's awesome.
doesn't seem bad unless it confuses you, I guess. But
Yeah, it might be fine.
So I have an update on Days Gone.
What's that?
I don't know if I like it.
How many hours do you put in it?
Just a couple.
Okay.
I got to the helicopter, which probably
I
should
know that
not
part.
have taken me a couple hours to get to, but I doinked around and did like pick
The one in the opening cutscene, because that's a long time.
No,
it's a long time to get there.
The first time that the guys in the yellow suits dropped down.
I don't know.
Okay.
I only played it for an hour and a half.
All right.
I do have a couple answers that you asked last
With Days
time
Gone?
we talked about Days Gone.
Yeah, let's hear
There
about
are
those.
animals. There are like dozens of them in the
they zombie
first
animals?
cutscene, but they are normal animals.
Okay, normal.
And you can fight the wolves.
And kill them for meat.
So
Can you make them friends?
I doubt it.
I don't think you can tame the
But
wolves.
I did see a pack of zombies attacking a wolf, and I think they won, and that was very hilarious to me. Just by the side of the
The
road.
wolves won?
No, just a bunch of zombies were just smacking a wolf, and, and eventually the wolf died. I think.
That is how zombies fight.
Yeah.
Also, wolves just stick around and just wait until all their damage bar just goes down, and then they fall
They
over.
just keep barking
yeah.
at a zombie.
I got to a spot where I had to have my guy ride on a motorcycle while shooting at another guy. I did not like that at all. That was
Shooting off the motorcycle?
Yeah, while you're driving a motorcycle, so you're steering and it's too many things.
Okay. They don't have like auto aim while you're on the motorcycle?
Nah, not really.
Or auto drive like Far
You
Cry
can
had?
slow down time.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's basically Red Dead Redemption on a motorcycle.
Yeah, it also made sense in that too.
I never figured it out in Red Dead. I played almost 40 hours of Red Dead. Never, ever once did I get the quick eye, dead shot, quick shot.
You never did it?
Never figured it out. Well, no, I did it once on the train tracks where you have to
They
disarm.
force you to do it.
Yeah, they force you to do it on the train tracks.
Like
When
clicking the stick or something. All right, keep going. My bad.
Did you try pressing the button?
it just never worked. It would be like it would slow everything down. And
Yeah,
then
I
it
actually messed
expected
it up
me to
a
do
lot of times
things.
too. Like I would try to hover over people, but I wasn't, and then it would deactivate, and I
Yeah.
couldn't actually.
I
did
agree it
have
was
that
harder
issue.
than it should have been.
But there was one time I got it to work because I had to progress the story because I got a checkpoint right before I had to do it. So I just kept doing it over and over again. So I got it to work once. And it was to shoot the gun out of the hand of the kid who was going to kill himself on the train tracks when you saved him from the cliff.
From the cult.
From the cult on the
I
top
don't
of the
think it
cliff.
had.
It was a side story,
It was a
so you
side
probably.
mission.
Well, you also didn't play
Did
that
you-
game.
We
Did
are
you
talking
have to
about
save
Red
him?
Dead Redemption at this point.
Yeah, no.
Just to clarify.
I played an hour.
Yeah,
and a
you
half
did
that
not
game.
play very much of
No,
that.
not
No.
really.
But yeah, that was the one time I got it to work. Every other time I tried to use it, it would go, pew, and everything would slow down. And I would wave the sticks around and nothing of any reason or nothing useful happened. And then I'd just be out of that. So,
I would like to see you just sitting there trying to figure it out. Just fucking shoot him.
yeah, that's more or less like, what the fuck is this game want from me?
Seems like a glitch more than anything. I could be wrong, but
No, I could it could want something very specific that I'm exactly not doing. I'm guessing the input is probably not waggle the thumbsticks around to get anything to move and hit.
I was
whatever buttons.
super confused by the duels. I don't know if you ever tried one of the duels in that game.
I did,
but
lost and stopped.
You had to like get your hand as close to your pistol as you could. Just press on the stick a little bit and then draw. And I was like, okay, so how do I draw then? That's the important part. It's like, no, get like really close and then just do the rest of the fight.
Just
And
almost and then finish. I'm like, what?
so I messed it up like 4 times and I went, all right, I'm done with this, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway, Days Gone does control much better than that. So.
Yeah, Days Gone it has much more enjoyable input than Red Dead Redemption. It's like you're not piloting an idiot through pudding. So
You were
I
not
want to
doing
play
that.
that game.
yeah. So that's what Red Dead is piloting an imbecile through pudding.
Yeah.
And
I like that.
Days Gone is like encouraging a character to do things that seem reasonable.
It controls a lot like something like Uncharted, I guess.
Yeah, it controls a lot
It
more.
feels like
Uncharted.
Yeah, Uncharted felt fine.
You can climb on things way better than
I actually liked Uncharted 4.
You can
pretty
clamber
decent.
and mantle and
sprint.
Mostly, I like the being able to whip and just
grappling
swing.
hook.
Yeah, swing
Yeah.
everywhere.
I wish there were a grappling hook in this game.
yeah. If
Well-
Days Gone would be better with a grappling hook.
Well, it was awesome because they had pretty decent multiplayer in that, and you could just grappling hook all over the place and shoot each other,
Yeah.
and it was pretty damn fun. Story was fine. Multiplayer was where it's at.
Well, we could switch topics to Uncharted 4 because I could talk about that for a long time because I have issues.
We'll do.
with it.
We'll talk about that. I would like to get Days Gone out of the way.
Yeah, because it's kind of doesn't warrant the amount of time we've spent talking about it. Yeah, it's kind of just a fine, average game.
It's better than I thought it was going to be, but not nearly as good as I need it to be for me to continue playing it for a whole lot longer, because I sort of feel like I've seen more or less everything it has to offer, unless something drastically different changes. But I don't inherently care about anything that's going on, and nothing is like, oh, wow. It's all just, yeah, that's what I would expect.
Yep. Then the thing happens.
Yep. Then you go to the next thing, and then the thing happens that you expect to happen at that place, and then they're done, and then the next thing happens, and you go do that. And it's more or less checking things off of a list, the video game.
Yeah. Like your average Ubisoft type of experience.
Exactly.
But what was that zombie survival game on the Xbox? That was it was free on games.
State
the
of
sequel,
Decay?
State of Decay. That's
Oh.
It's kind of like a good version of that game.
If that game controlled well, it's kind
That
of
thing was
better
more of
and
like
looked better.
that was more of like a Sims game with zombies in it than
No, it was like a fort building thing,
Yeah.
a tower
yeah. You had to
defense
manage
kind of thing.
people and like make sure they were happy and fed and they pooped and then
Yeah,
it was Sims with zombies.
kind of.
They had, it was controlled very poorly. What was kind of fun is you could drive around and open your door and smack zombies. That was kind of cool.
That was the selling point to that game.
I did that the most that I played the game.
That was the thing.
Like 10 minutes of that game.
So yeah, I mean, it's obviously different in some ways, but it's similar to that, but better.
Yeah, we can keep talking about zombies.
It's
as
kind of
well.
like zombie stuff is a little bit. Should maybe just stop for a second.
Nah, I think it's not gonna stop.
I think we all know how to survive the apocalypse. Just get all the dry goods, put it in a tower.
I don't know. It
just
seems
hang
like
out
the
of the
right
tower.
way to do it is to put nails into a bat and go do idiot things.
Well, that's how you get your dry goods.
Yeah.
and murder literally every silhouette of a human shape that you can find.
Yeah.
That's the way it all works.
Just be a superhuman killing machine, I think.
And be invulnerable and always be able to run.
Yeah.
And be able to at least take a couple zombie bites without turning into a zombie.
Yep, that's the best thing you can do in a zombie apocalypse. Do you remember when the three of us
Became zombies.
No, when we became zombies. When we played through Dying Light,
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
that was parkour and zombies.
I would play another one of those.
Yeah.
That was fun.
So I keep calling this game DayZ, but it's not a flower. It's World War Z. I've been playing some of that.
Oh.
And
Got that? Oh, on Gamefly, you rented it?
yeah, I rented it.
Okay.
And
You bought it and didn't tell me?
no, if you guys were interested at all, I would buy that game because it is certainly Left 4 Dead with lots more zombies and
you go.
I'm not
weapons
opposed.
that you can upgrade and get better at, and you upgrade your characters, and there's a progression, and you keep doing the same shit over and over again,
Like how games work.
like how games is.
It does look pretty good. I am up to play it at some point, but
I will tell you, when they're crawling up a wall and there's just hundreds of them, throwing a grenade into there and watching just is
yeah, it looks pretty
really
satisfying.
satisfying. Yeah. I would recommend it if you know what you're getting into, if you're looking for a bunch of plot or character exposition or something. The extent of the plot is a short video that you just play from the menu. It's like 30 seconds long. It's like, this is how I got here. This is how I became this. And this is why I'm awesome. Shing! And then they like polish their gun or whatever. Like, all right, well, that's fine. Good for you.
You got to be a superhuman killing machine to survive the apocalypse.
Exactly.
That's what you got to do.
But it's got a good style. It's got a good...
But most importantly, superhuman killing machine with a unique personality.
Yep, you just have to be visually distinct by silhouette from the other.
Yeah, the other people in your group.
Or you have to be completely generic and have that survival vision that we talked about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's the key, because then you can pick up all the loose screws off the ground and build yourself a rocket launcher out of it.
Yep.
And
yeah. It's just.
Is that what happens?
pretty much.
Oh yeah, you're like, all right. So what am I going to do? I'm going to make a machine gun out of these rags and this turpentine.
I don't know. Making like a potato gun that shoots nails sounds kind of cool, but
Yeah. Well, in Far Cry New Dawn, you had a buzzsaw gun that was pretty satisfying. So you shot like
The thing
circular
from
saws.
Half-Life?
Yeah, but like you could
Yeah, like-
upgrade it to be like automatic and
Oh,
bounce off
nice.
of walls and like
Okay.
kill multiple people. Like it would ricochet off of things.
That
and-
was the Gloomhaven section of Half-Life 2, was where you got that gun.
yeah, you used the gravity gun, but you could pick up saws.
Yeah.
It's slightly different.
Yeah.
My
It's a little different.
any game that does a good job of having physical projectiles that nail a character to the wall behind them, a la Painkiller, is a gun I am interested in using in a video game. Like I will specifically not get better guns because that is just so goddamn satisfying. Just staking a bad guy to the wall.
Cool, unique guns that like just slice people in half. Those are fun. I like the Shadow Warrior sword that could just basically throw swords at people. That was very fun.
The sword could throw swords at people.
Well, it like slashed these crazy laser lines that would just cut anything in half along, the path of that sword.
Okay.
It was
Oh yeah,
pretty
Shadow
fucking
Warrior
awesome.
2. That was
Shadow Warrior 1 was awesome. The remake of Shadow
Careful
Warrior.
what you say, man.
sure.
Shadow Warrior 2 was almost awesome.
We played that.
It was a little bit too much just, this game's random. It's like,
It was random.
okay. We made it look really good and just make the levels, make the enemies, make the guns. It's like, what the fuck is this thing? Don't save your progress.
Speaking of guns, I'm growing increasingly excited for Borderlands 3. The more I learn about it, the more excited I am because they said they took their control inspiration from Titanfall 2.
What? Fuck. What?
Yeah, you get to slide around and stuff
You get
now.
to slide and climb and mantle and clamber. And
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it
Yeah.
plays like that,
Yeah.
I'm very, very excited.
Okay. Now I care.
Now, I don't think you're going to be able to infinitely slide down a hill like in Apex Legends.
Yeah, but I don't think you can do that in Titanfall either.
I don't think you can do that in Titanfall.
I think that was a glitch. They're like, this shit's fucking
They
awesome.
were testing it and it just stayed in there and they're like, oh, this is
yeah, and then
so
like,
much
can
more
you just
fun.
heal while you do this? Yeah.
Yeah, this is great.
Okay. That was a cool thing, and I bet other games start doing it. Yeah, just slide down the grass
Yeah,
hill. Why not?
Borderlands 3 is certainly something that I would be very interested in getting when it comes out and playing together as a group.
Yeah. I'll probably be down for that one.
Yep.
Okay.
Especially if it plays like Titanfall.
Yeah, if it plays like halfway.
Wait, they literally have like giant mechs that you get in, right?
They have cars.
I think I saw one of the trailers. It looked like you could get
That
into
is
a big
technically kind of the same
mech.
thing.
Yeah, it's a big, just a mech with wheels. I'm fine with a big mech with rollerblades. That's kind of like a car.
They have like a one wheel thing where you get inside of
saw
it.
that.
And so that seems like an acceptable way to get around a city. I'm just excited to play it. I was
looks
super
fun.
not excited for a new Borderlands all the way until the last couple of days that I've seen or heard any sort of feedback on it.
The only thing I'm really not looking forward to is Tiny Tina. I would prefer if she just died in the first 5 seconds of that game and just, she's gone.
I doubt that's going to happen.
Yeah, I doubt it because people like her.
Almost every character in that entire franchise
Tiny Tina.
is like that.
Yeah.
So
They just shout
She's
their
just-
personality at full volume
I think
all
it's
the
just because her
time.
voice is just so terrible that, like, some of the other ones I can kind of tone them out. I have to hear every word she says because
right.
I can't tone her out. It's just so scratchy and annoying.
She didn't stand out as particularly different, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Agreed.
Maybe I just had a problem with the second one in general.
That seems likely.
Yeah.
I had a pretty good time with it.
I did, and then it was so fucking long, and it just felt like they hit that too much random button. Like, there's a point where it's like, we got 18 trillion guns, and you're like, I don't have that much time. Can you make it like a couple thousand?
And then they had DLC for it as well, which
Yeah.
I did play and was also pretty good. There was like a Dungeons and Dragons campaign that you played through as the characters, like
Okay.
in like a fantasy world, and then they were narrating it while you were playing it. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
All right.
I remember there being a Carnival expansion or DLC pack where you played through this guy's carnival or
This guy's carnival.
Mad Moxie's carnival. Was that the first one? I'm thinking about the
Murder
first
Dome?
one. Yeah, the Murder Dome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first one, I think. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Mads Mikkelsen in the Murder Dome.
I'm excited about
Pass. No.
Borderlands 3. Yeah, pass on that.
Pass on that one.
I'm excited about.
Also make that movie, but still, anyway, continuing.
I'm excited about Borderlands 3 now. So that's risen to the top of my list of things I'm excited to play.
Sweet. Well, while we're on the topic of Mads Mikkelsen, Polar sucks. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Okay.
The movie?
We can keep going.
Okay.
I just had to say that.
Yeah. I haven't watched it because you told me it sucked.
Yep.
Otherwise, it sounds cool.
Yep. Sucks.
It sounds like John Wick.
If you imagine John Wick and then imagine it sucked. That was what happened.
I watched the second one.
Okay.
So I already experienced
I think
John
I fell
Wick
asleep
not-
on the second John Wick.
Yeah.
He was like driving a car. So
it
was over.
Driving a car.
Like, whatever.
I
He's
was
like
out.
trying to take his car back, or I don't fucking
Yeah, that was
remember.
like the first scene, I think.
Yeah, I think I fell asleep during that scene.
Where he was trying to get his car back, but then he destroyed it while trying to get it back.
Yeah, he's like, fix this. He's like, that's going to be outrageous. And he's like, do it. I'm like, okay. Did that happen or did I make that up?
Yeah, that was the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, I think,
I'm pretty
I think
sure.
was the beginning of the
immediately after that, they showed the title screen of the movie.
John Wick 2. And I was like, well, I'm going to sleep.
But the rest of the movie was also pretty boring.
Yeah.
Okay.
There were a lot of politics somehow in this assassin government that they formed. It got real weird and out of hand.
Like, what? Like movie politics or
No,
their
like
politics?
the
smashed
Assassins
in?
Guild is basically like the entire country.
Okay.
Well, it's an international thing, and they have a whole hierarchy. And someone was trying to do a coup for the assassin presidency or something like that.
Okay.
And they basically did the opposite of the first movie, which was streamlined and just to the point. They went, let's make this really complicated and slow instead. So
You know what movie actually did that thing you're discussing, but pretty acceptably, is Hotel Artemis.
I still
Did you
need
ever
to see
see
that.
that?
nope.
Okay, well then, my point is still valid. But
I've seen the
We
trailer.
don't have much to discuss.
Is common in both of them?
They discuss a lot of the politics of this underworld that is happening outside that occasionally comes inside of this one set piece. And so
Okay.
it's basically the opposite of John Wick, where John Wick happens just everywhere all the time. And it all happens in one like floor of a...
Like Smoking Aces.
All right.
Remember that? That was
yeah.
a movie.
That was a movie.
Moving on.
So, speaking of all these, one movie that I never got around to watching that seems similar to all these is Bad Times at El Royale. Anybody watch that?
Yeah, we had an argument about it
Oh,
because for some reason he hated it, and I was like, "No, dude, it's fine."
oh, I heard it was
And
super awesome.
and I usually am the one complaining about a movie.
All right.
So
What do you
that
think?
was weird.
Should I watch it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if you liked the style of what you saw,
Then yeah.
then
that'd
yeah,
be cool.
go for it.
All right, I'll watch it. He would say not to.
No, I would say watch it.
Okay.
You should watch that movie. I just did not appreciate what they did.
Okay.
I appreciated how it looked.
That's because halfway through
And
the
all the aesthetics.
movie, they just turned, broke the fourth wall, and went, "Matt, you fucking suck."
I mean, they might as well have. They might as well have. That's almost exactly how I felt.
Yeah.
Is I was
That's what it
watching
sounds
like.
like.
Who the fuck is this guy? Why the fuck do I care? Why is this movie doing any of this shit? And we've had this discussion
Yeah,
before.
we'll have to wait until
Yeah.
you see it.
Okay. They look at the camera and say, "I wish I didn't make this so you wouldn't have watched it." And you're like, "Fuck."
No,
So that would be kind of flattering if they
feel
did that.
bad.
Yeah,
honestly.
I would
Okay.
feel really good about that. No,
I'll just
you
have to
should
go
watch
watch
it.
it.
We'll talk about it some other time.
Cool. That'll be my next movie.
Watching the making of actually
Or
made
that
me
movie.
like it more.
Okay. Well,
But I appreciated it more. I
Okay.
appreciated what they were doing. I really liked the aesthetic. I really liked the visuals.
you just didn't like where they looked at you and told you to go fuck yourself.
One of my actual favorite movies is probably No Country for Old Men. And even though I'm not like a Coen Brothers fan, it hit that same kind of tone for me a little bit, but like more lighthearted. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd take a lighthearted No Country for Old Men.
I love No Country for Old Men.
Speaking of that, I do have an Audible book I'm looking forward to listening to called like Cormac McCarthy, but funny. Because that doesn't make any sense. Because
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Cormac
before.
McCarthy
That
is
sounds really
not
good.
fucking funny. I was attempting to read one of his other books, and I just can't.
It's a goddamn slog.
It's so sad, depressing, and it's just like everyone in this book is a terrible person. Yeah, that's no
That's
Country
kind
for
of
Old
how I
Men.
feel about The Great Gatsby as well.
Yeah,
Everyone
everyone
in here is just the worst.
And that's why they're classics.
Yep.
Yep.
Just make everyone the worst, and then
Yeah.
I will say the words are good.
he does words real good.
He does words really good.
Yeah.
It's just real about really sad shit. So that's my book review.
We can do book reviews if you want. I don't have one ready, but
Yeah.
that could be something we do in
Weekly
the
book
future.
club.
I could be a comic person.
What?
I read comics.
Were you telling me about you got Soul Survivor, right? That was one of the comic books you bought. Soul, S-O-L.
I don't think so.
Okay, never mind.
Is that a comic?
Yeah.
Who makes it?
I think it was an independent comic.
Okay.
I thought you were telling me about it. Never mind.
Nope. It's someone else that looks like me.
It was probably me.
Telling myself about this comic. This thing's really good. It's kind of cool.
I agree.
Yeah, no, it was cool. You just have two mirrors facing each other, and you're looking back and forth. Like, hi.
Yeah, I'm the Green Goblin. Man.
One face slightly
Oh,
painted
what a
different than the
terrible
other.
scene. Just a useless character development scene. What a bad movie.
I could also talk about how bad Spider-Man was for a long time, but I don't think we need to do that, probably.
We could. You want to talk about how many goddamn Spider-Mans they keep making?
We devoted some time to Into the Spider-Verse, which that movie is damn good. And
Yeah, that was good.
I actually purchased it on 4K because fuck yeah, I want to see that better.
What do
So
you-
if you ever want to come over and watch it in
Yeah.
4K,
The audience.
no,
Feel free to stop by Matt's house.
This is our number one Patreon winner. You can win Patreon, right?
yeah, there's a victory condition for Patreon.
Yeah, we'll put that in there
All
somewhere.
right. No, Brooks, you had
You
said
can go
wanted
over to
watch-
Matt's house and watch Spider-Man in 4K.
Brooks, you had said you wanted to watch it in
Yeah.
higher definition. So what I'm saying is, if you want to come over and watch it on
that would
my
be nice.
TV,
Would now
I
be
have
a
it.
good time to play the game?
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Would you
The game.
like to play a game?
Sure.
It's time to play a game. Welcome to fun.
This game is too stupid to be sexist. It's a relic from the Entourage era we're all better off having moved on from and absolutely nothing to get worked up over.
What game did people care about being sexist?
Hint, people didn't actually care about this game.
Okay.
And you probably don't.
I'm just trying to think of a game that no one cared about that also...
I'm really trying to think this one through, and I am coming up with Bubkiss.
Don't think about this one too
I'm
hard.
gonna say Mafia 3. I don't know. That seems sexist, right? There were alligators in it.
That's the best reasoning I've ever heard for why something may or may not be sexist.
I literally have no guess.
It is from a game called Super Seducer: How to Talk to Women.
Yeah. Yeah, well, if you go into the iPhone store, I'm not going to guess your game.
I bet it was on Steam.
Yeah, it's 100% on
Probably.
Steam.
That review was from Destructoid. Would you care to guess the score they gave it?
4.
I was also going to say 4.
Out of 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 out of 10.
Oh, shit.
That's the lowest score I've ever seen for a game.
That's really bad. I do like, with that title, I want it to be a clicker.
It's kind of like, I think, like a visual novel type thing. Like
Yeah, that's what I guessed it was.
I think we're talking
Like a
about it
choose
too
your own
much. I
adventure.
think we can just move the
Yeah,
hell on.
that was just the joke question.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
joke
good.
question.
Here's one that you might know. This game is super fun.
Hey, I don't know
That review is from the AV Club.
Was that it?
That's the quote.
Wipeout Omega Collection? That game's pretty fun.
Dangerous driving.
Oh, yeah, I know the one you're talking about. This is Apex Legends.
Oh,
Okay. I forgot. When it comes to a free game, like you're going to review it, who cares? Just go play.
Yeah, no.
I don't have to think about it. Just play the game.
you know what? That game is super fun.
It is super
Yeah,
fun.
that's why I thought you might know that one.
That is accurate. I technically did know it.
All right. It looks sexier than the sun setting over a billionaire's collection of cars that are parked on a Santa Monica strip in California. It plays phenomenally well and will leave you drenched in sweat and satisfaction when the end credits roll, while wishing for more of its sassy attitude.
I think I knew, and you just keep saying sassy and stuff all weird. It's just totally throwing me off.
Sassy attitude.
Sassy attitude to leave you drenched. But there's a bunch of cars.
No, it looks sexier than cars.
Yeah, but just the way he said that was so fucking confusing. Yeah. Oh, I got it. Forza Horizon, the new one.
The new one.
I'm going to say Days Gone.
It was Devil May Cry 5.
Oh.
What the fuck was up with the cars? Doesn't even make
Oh,
any
it
sense.
looks sexier than the cars.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Read that review again. Now that I know, because I want to know what this person
really
it
thought
looks
they were talking
sexier
about.
than the sun setting over a billionaire's collection of cars that are parked on a Santa Monica strip in California.
And it's sassy and makes you sweat.
Yeah, you wish for more of its sassy attitude
Okay.
because it's sassy.
Okay,
a
we're not done
sassy
with the game.
game.
We're all tied up at nothing because nothing has worked.
Nothing's happening so far.
But when we're done with this, I want to talk about Devil May Cry 5, whatever the fuck that one was, because we played it
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we want to put words at that. I do.
I gotcha. All right, that review was from Critical Hit, who gave it a 90 out of 100.
Maybe we should make a rule where you just have to stick with like. Well, I guess if you go with like an IGN or something, they just give it away, right?
I mean, these are perfectly reasonable games. We should be able
that's
to
true.
guess.
That's true.
Well, yeah, the first thing I have to rule out is whenever they say the name of it repeatedly.
Yeah, over and over again.
Because that isn't a good quote.
Like the zombies were not cool enough.
Yeah.
Because they weren't
If
from
the
this
game's
game.
like, the freakers are easy to relate to, you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
well, yeah.
Yeah. So then the quote would be, after I like redacted everything,
Aren't we
it would
all
be,
just freakers?
this game is about enemies who are... and that would, that's not helpful. So
Sassy zombies.
yeah.
Okay.
I would read that quote if someone said sassy zombies at some point. I would latch onto that for sure. This game is overflowing with heart and mostly unconcerned with the head. As such, it's in dire want of wickedness.
What the fucking shit is that
It's like
person?
a poem. Isn't that a pretty review? It's like the
Is it
Jabberwocky.
Kingdom Hearts, the new one?
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts, I think, is a good guess.
Okay. Kingdom Hearts, the new one.
Is that what it was?
Is the official title, I think, yeah. What score do you think that Video Gamer gave it?
8 out of 10.
That's a good guess. I'm going to say $1, Bob.
It's a 40 out of 100, so $1 Bob
Hey,
wins.
Price is right,
rules.
motherfucker.
40 out of 100.
Yeah, 4 out of 10. 4 out of
Wow.
10.
Yeah, good,
what that would be.
good score on that
If they're
one.
going to have that, why don't they at least give it a 41 just to be like, yeah, this score makes sense.
Well, I mean, Metacritic has to convert
all right.
things,
There you
so I
go.
go by whatever Metacritic said.
Gotcha. That makes way more sense.
But since you guys always guess out of 10, I have to reconvert back to
Hey, that's
metric.
perfect, man. To metric.
Exactly right.
This is a metric review.
But yeah, it was Kingdom Hearts 3.
Wonder what a Metricvania would be like. All right, that's a stupid joke. We can keep moving.
Pretty boring, I bet. But everything would be very evenly divided.
Yeah.
It was a good joke. Don't worry about it.
Hey.
It would all be divisible by 10.
This game marks the pinnacle of what the studio has achieved to date. A flawless victory, then? So very nearly.
Mortal Kombat 11.
That's the right answer, but I would also guess Sekiro.
Okay.
It's Mortal Kombat 11.
Yes, it is.
That was a gay game in a way.
flawless victory.
That was a giveaway. The real questions are the 2 bonus questions.
Uh-huh.
What score did Xbox Achievements give that game?
Oh, I'm going to give it... Oh, I guess we got to alternate or else the one... Yeah. Price right rules don't work if you always go first.
Or you could just guess a reasonable number, I guess.
I'm going to give it a 7.
I'm going to give it an 8.
Yeah, that was stupid.
88 out of 100.
Yeah, I shouldn't have gotten it a 7. That was stupid.
I thought you would have given it a 9, and then I was going to do it all.
Maybe we should have you write the numbers down instead.
Nah, Price is Right doesn't work that way. Yell that shit out. That's
Yeah.
still right at your face. 7-5.
Yep. So that ties you up. What did the user score say for this game?
Oh, well, I think they were mad at some shit, so... it's your turn to pick.
Give him a hint, though.
7 out of 10.
I'm going to give it a $1, Bob.
It was 2.3 out of 10 when I pulled this review.
What?
They're mad at something.
They
think
review bombed it with a bunch of zeros because
microtransactions or Jax freed the slaves in the cutscene or some dumb shit. Or Ronda Rousey sucks or...
actually, apparently, it was because you couldn't play as Melina. That seemed to be the sticking point for almost all of these zero
Really?
point
What?
reviews. And that was...
Well, yeah, they didn't give me Ermac, but I wasn't like, fuck this game. Cool. Cool guys.
So what do you guys think about Mortal Kombat 11? I have played 0.
I thought you played the tutorial for a second.
Nope.
No, that was Injustice.
That was Injustice.
We did talk about it a little bit in a previous podcast, but I finished
so
the story and I loved it.
I'm going to keep playing it. I will say I liked everything about the story except for fighting Chronica. That sucked.
Yeah, the final boss was a little over the top.
I
difficulty.
basically just had to block all the time, then spam 2 attacks, and then wait, and then it wasn't fun.
So they forced you to cheese it,
Yep.
Kinda.
and it was not
the-
enjoyable.
But the rest of it was awesome.
Yeah, the ridiculous cutscenes and everything were
yeah.
super good and enjoyable, and
Hey,
the nonsensical plot was
can we do
perfect.
Can we do a spoiler at all? The only spoiler that I think would even matter to anyone.
Sure.
Spoil away.
Okay. Liu Kang and Raiden combined into one person like it's Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah.
and it's fucking cool. He's Fire King Liu Kang.
Really?
Fire
Badass.
God Liu Kang.
Oh yeah, Fire God.
Yeah.
He's badass. Not only does he shoot fire, but he hits you with a fire attack and then it strikes lightning at you. Fucking cool.
That sounds pretty great.
It's pretty badass.
Also, he now controls time.
Yeah, I
That seems
guess.
like
And
a good
Raiden's
perk.
gonna. Yeah, and Raiden no longer has powers, and he's just gonna die.
Yeah.
And not before he helps control time.
Well, he was like, I mean, since you're the god now, I guess I'll help you a little bit.
Yeah.
But I am going to die soon, so
Yeah.
good luck was kind of the end of that game.
I will say the way they ended it, I'm like, do I care about the Mortal Kombat story? Like, I want to see what happens.
Yeah.
Like, I'm super into this right now.
Yeah, I think they basically said that time restarted.
Yeah.
So
They have to like rebuild everything, so they
everything
can do
is
anything they fucking
yeah,
want.
everything is erased now.
Which sounds
Well, that
fucking
seems like a
awesome.
fairly blank slate to work with.
Yep.
Yeah.
Except
I think they
for
wanted one.
Liu Kang.
I'm gonna say those guys wanted a blank slate.
Yeah, they-
Everything was so
This
convoluted.
shit's crazy.
I can imagine
With a
them
K.
in the writer's room.
Okay. Yeah, that's what they should say. The story's crazy. I keep forgetting about it, and then it'll be randomly like complete this combo. It's just all these K's, and I'm like, it's funny.
Please reconnect your controller.
Yeah, it's like
got a
you
K
watch
in it.
the credits. It's like, yay.
Once in a while, when you catch a word that begins with a C, you're like, what the fuck is this?
What'd you do?
Get that shit out of here.
That sounds pretty great.
What do they call their currency? Because it should be cash
Or coins
or coin.
It is coins, I'm pretty
Okay.
sure.
with a K.
Mortal Kombat coins.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I would like cash though.
Oh, wait, so who won that game? I think Brooks won, right? Because
it
you
was a
guessed
tie.
$1.
Yeah, Brooks won on the last question.
Oh yeah.
So
Because you were tied, and then
Yeah, congratulations, Brooke.
You
Brooks
guessed
won that
$1.
game. Yeah.
I only win because the Price is Right rules them.
No, you answered questions correctly.
There.
you both guessed Kingdom Hearts 3.
That's how victories happen. Is being
I gotta
more
say,
right.
I think you stole my answer.
Hey, in previous versions where I guessed the right answer, I said no, I'm totally right, and Jacob said you can guess
Yeah.
the same thing.
But the point is,
You-
he didn't. He said
you chose not to.
Yeah, I chose not to, but that's cool.
He took the honorable path.
Yes, the path
And-
of honor.
I just sat there, got on my knees, and stabbed myself. And
Yep, that's what happened.
that's the honorable path.
And that's why you won this game.
Yeah,
Well, the well-earned victory, sir.
I slightly dishonored my.
Only if you're a samurai is that the honorable path.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone else does not have to cut their stomachs open.
could have told me.
I wish I had known that
Wish I
last
had known
week.
that a long time ago.
Jeez. That would have saved some time last week.
Good. Okay.
Well,
You wanted to talk about Devil May Cry 5 and complain about it, I presume. Is the timer up? All right. Well, that'll have to be a cliffhanger then, because we are out of time.
are we?
All right, Devil May Cry. Just cut that shit out.
I mean, we teased it during the game.
Yeah,
You said,
let's-
all right, after this, we're going to talk
All right,
about it.
so let's finish up this thing.
It's not gonna be like the
a
longest conversation, is it?
Nah.
Okay, cool.
I don't like Devil May Cry 5.
All right, that was pretty quick.
So,
Yeah.
no, it was bad, and then it was dumb, and then it controlled poorly, and then it was dumb again, but not in a cool way. And then it was unfun, and the camera is bad, and
So games, you're describing games again. You got to be more specific, man.
the game thought it was a whole lot fucking cooler than
It's
it
a
was.
lot more button mashy than I wanted it to be.
Yep.
And they added a new character called V specifically for button mashing, because instead of fighting directly, he controls 3 demons. So you get 1 demon per button. So you just push all the buttons on the controller. You just take your palm and smash the controller and you win the fight. And that
Yep.
seems stupid
It
and
is-
not fun to
It
me.
is dumb and unfun. Every character has the approximate depth of shit. I mean, the character from Overwatch, Sad Boy. Whoever fucking Sad Boy is from Overwatch.
Shit.
Did he not have
Was
a
that his
very
name?
good
He's
origin
just
story?
always sad.
That doesn't mean it doesn't have depth.
No, they're just all shallow
Bucky.
characters. Yeah, they were all approximately as enjoyable as Bucky doing anything.
Okay.
Which is non-existent. Who gives a shit? What a bad game. I mean, it didn't
Okay.
fucking tentacles.
Did it make you cry?
Nah.
Oh,
He's not a devil.
As hard as I try, I'm not a devil.
I had way more hot takes on this after I played it, but after over a month.
do you have any
who cares?
lukewarm takes?
No.
That we could
That's all that's left is lukewarm takes of.
It's just-
who gives a shit?
It's just a fine action game that doesn't do anything better than
Does it
has
look as
existed
good?
before.
Does it look as good as a bunch of cars in the sunset in California?
I gotta say, it does look about that good. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Like if you lined up some cars and then waited for sunset, it would be like that good.
And you're in California.
Yeah.
Any cars? Just go to Walmart parking lot at sunset. It looks that good.
Yeah. It looks approximately.
I actually
like that.
don't like the style because it's more realistic than the previous Devil May Cry games, which were kind of stylized and cartoony.
Yeah.
And so now all their faces look real, but their hair still looks like anime hair. And you're
It's
just like,
all
that
shiny.
doesn't match. I don't like that.
Everything's shiny and glossy and it's bad.
Also, anime hair.
Yeah.
Blech.
Unless it's on an anime character.
Agreed.
There's nothing
Or-
but hair gel
you know
in
what?
this universe.
You know what? You know what needed anime hair? Sonic the motherfucking Hedgehog.
Well, I think his hair was mostly okay. I think it was his eyes and his legs.
It
and
was his teeth.
mouth.
His teeth is the fucking problem.
The problem is he had human teeth.
The entire character design was the problem.
Yeah, they gave him
And-
human teeth.
But if they had made him anime hair,
Just
like,
as a quick catch up, they made a Sonic the Hedgehog movie and Sonic looked weird, and then everybody on the entire internet got angry about it.
Well, I didn't.
And,
I was the only one who was like, I don't give a shit. I was like, I don't care.
And here's a potential spoiler for reality. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, 100%.
This was like a marketing stunt. Like this was all
Because no one was
them
going to see that movie
trying to
unless
get
they did
attention.
this.
yeah, if we made Sonic the Hedgehog look like a toddler
with a furry suit on.
with a fursuit on, then
people will not
people
like
will be
that.
outraged, and then we'll change it to be totally fine.
You know, by that, they could have saved a lot more money if they just would have put a toddler in a Sonic suit.
yeah,
That
that
would've
would have been a
been
fine movie.
That would have been hilarious.
It would have been stupid, but it would have been
Even
fun.
if they're like, hey, no, if they were like, oh, we're going to fix it, of course.
Yeah.
We're so sorry, everybody.
Yeah, I'll bet they only rendered the
those
Sonic for
scenes.
those trailers,
Yeah.
and then the rest of the movie looks totally different. Like my real prediction is that they're trying to trick everybody because most of the movie is going to be in like an alternate world. Like there's going to be 20 minutes on Earth, and then they're going to travel to Sonic's world or something
would
like
like
that.
that.
And it's all
gonna
gonna look
be
like Spy
bright and
Kids.
cartoony and shit.
That would be kind of cool.
Oh, they're trying to pull a fast one, is what I'm saying.
I hope
One
it-
way or the other.
That is a deeply cynical take, but I believe you are probably
Okay.
right.
Well, being that it's a Sonic movie, they better pull a fast one.
That was real good.
Yep.
I thought
know-
that's why you said
so-
that.
I know we didn't laugh,
I
but
thought that's why you said that.
Yeah.
that was real good.
Yep.
No?
Well done.
Yeah.
Victory on that again.
Golf clap.
Nobody actually clapped. Yeah, you golf clap at those jokes.
Yeah, that's a golf clap. That's a golf clap. Right?
That's the sound
That's
his
the
hands
sound of
makes.
golf clapping.
Yeah. Well, no, that's the sound you also make while you golf clap.
Yep.
Yep.
That's what I do.
Done. Let's cut it there.
So, okay, it's over.
Who cut it? I was actually expecting to cut it before the Sonic conversation, but
Let's tack that on at the end.
tag that on. That was a
Let's just keep saying we're going to cut it, and people
Perfect
are
amount.
so fucking confused.
cut. Cut. It's a new episode.
What you just heard was Everything Bad. For more information and bonus episodes, go to theinternetisAnightmare.com.